these are like totally unbiased, if you know what I mean. Like no one's influencing me. No one influenced me.
No one influenced me either. What the hell?
No, I don't know. You just made it sound like I'm being influenced by like other people's reactions in the movies and stuff. Like, no. I watched this on my own without anyone telling me to, or telling me it was bad or it was good. So like, these are my actual opinions. Oh God, I need water. Yeah. All that salt is making my throat dry.
Listen, all I know is that show ain't bad. All right. First season was good. Second half was kind of eh.
Isn't there a season 3 coming?
Probably. I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore.
God Eater. That was a good show.
God Eater. Have I watched that? I feel like I did.
That was a really good show. I really want a season 2 for that. What else have I watched? One Punch Man. I really like that. Mob Psycho 100. I watched that. That was good. I recently watched Death Note. Probably the favorite, my favorite thing I've ever watched. Like that was just really good. But like,
I fucking love the new live action Death Note. That shit's amazing. Oh,
dude, who did it?
That shit was great. That shit was lit, dog.
Are you being for real, or are you like?
Yeah, live. Fucking Nate Wolf played light like a fucking flute, dog. Yeah, this man is like Yagami. Like his man is Kira. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking. I don't know how y'all niggas don't like that shit. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm really hoping you're joking.
That scene when he first meets Ryuk and he's like screaming like a little bitch. Ugh.
All right, yeah.
Oscar. Give this nigga an Oscar.
Dude, honestly, I love the movie because it was so stupid. Like, I didn't like it as an adaptation. I didn't like it as a movie. I just loved how stupid it was. It was hilarious. Like, I actually recommend people watch it because it's like, they market it as a horror thriller, but let's be real here. It's more of a comedy.
Nah, it's a horror thriller now. It's comedy? What are you talking about, though?
But the only good thing out of that was, Errol's acting. His acting was really good. His character was garbage. But Ryuk, William Dafoe as Ryuk was absolutely perfect. But Ryuk's character was also garbage.
Alright. My fault, B. I'm here. Alright, we should be good to go. I think AJ's eating again because you know niggas these days, goddamn. Fucking niggas these days, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, I'm really sorry.
Ah, it's all good now. This is all my. This was my fault. I had technical difficulties with the.
No, but I got a phone call. It's ridiculous.
Damn.
More bullshit.
Stay woke, Rose. Come on.
Yeah, I'll tell you later, Dark. Whatever.
All right.
But anyway.
We'll talk later. All right.
Are we live though?
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right, live. All right, cool.
It's all good. It's all
Maybe
good.
I had plans
Let me
that I
post it
didn't
up
know
here.
about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't have anything to do with that. That was a Rick and Morty reference. All right, nothing. Never mind. Anyways, we're good.
Huh?
All right, yo, real quick. Appreciate you guys stopping by today. I know this was kind of a I fumbled the ball a little bit. I want to apologize. I had some technical difficulties on my end. Again, I don't like messing up these kinds of things, but it is what it is. This is life, and we all have to live it. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. Stay woke. But yo,
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for joining us again for the Echoes Podcast episode number 8. We got the panel here. Rose got a new profile picture. Shout outs to her artist. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do some introductions real quick before we get into these topics. A lot to talk about today. We got Usman in the chat, a man with the arms logo. Have a dream. It's my boy. But we gonna start out with my boy Locke. Go ahead, dude.
Hey, what's poppin', guys? Same old intro. I ain't doing nothing new yet, but don't sleep on me. And subscribe to me on YouTube. Why not?
Hey, there you go.
I think I subbed to you. Did I sub to you?
Yeah, she doesn't even know
think
she's
I
up to
did.
you. That's crazy.
I think I did.
Crazy.
That's
She was on the
actually
panel too, right? That's
kinda-
crazy.
No, because I
Crazy.
don't think you posted anything recently, so.
Aw.
Did you watch my last video?
Oh, she said you slacking.
Full content.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah, but did you watch my last video though?
But when was that last
Hold
video?
on,
though?
let me see. I think I was it the Splatoon one, right?
Was it
Years
this?
He doesn't even know. Oh, my
Wait.
Wait, what? How do you type in your name? Log XL, correct? Like, no, I'm just saying I can't find
Oh
it.
shit, that's funny, dog.
Fuck
That's
XL.
funny,
I
dude.
can't find it.
It's alright.
That's
It's in the description, Rose. It's in the
It's in
description.
the description.
yo, AG, do your intro, dog.
So I always think it says XL. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Splatoon 2.
Can I get my lock extra
Yeah,
large?
I'm subbed.
I can't
Sorry.
fuck with Johnson.
I subscribed, yeah.
That's lies.com.
Yeah, it was Splatoon 2, your review. I need to finish watching it though.
What?
I need to watch the full video. Stop. Oh, whatever. Everybody's always mad at me. It's whatever.
Yo, AG, go ahead.
I didn't watch it, but I liked it. So
I got beef with all of y'all. Like,
supporting, that's crazy.
I got beef with all of y'all.
Truth. Oh, it's me? Oh,
Yes, you man.
All
She
right,
said
good.
I'm age.
That's it. That's a good song. All right, go ahead, Rose.
Hey guys, what's good with everybody? Hope
Yo,
you're doing
link
good
this-
today. What? Hope you guys are having a great day. It's good to be back with the podcast, reuniting with you guys. And yeah, let's have a good podcast. Sub to my channel, by the way.
Dear God. And we got my boy Cap over here. Go ahead, dude.
Hey guys, it's me. Just eating some popcorn.
Captain Cairo.
Yeah. I say it was garbage. Just wanted to get that out of the way.
Damn. Crazy.
All right,
Crazy.
let's get started.
That new
Is
SOA
that
game
everyone?
gonna be lit though, yeah.
No, Dark. You know?
I mean, y'all already know who it is. You know, it's Dark Star. You know, Dankest of Stars. I'm here every single day.
Y'all already know who this is.
I actually got some videos in the works, probably for today and tomorrow. So
That's a lot.
okay. All right. Is that you wanna put some money on that? Yo, man, 3,000 flurbos, man.
What?
That's another Rick and Morty reference. But anyways,
yep, there we go.
Wow, you're crazy.
yo,
really love that show.
I love that show. Don't get me started about that show though. Hold up. Real talk, son. We
Okay.
got some shit to talk about today, yo. Because today, while I was in class, half asleep, drooling on my history desk, you know, Twitter was blowing up because everyone's losing their goddamn minds over this LA Noire remastered. Shout out to my boy Studio Q, he was the first person I saw to drop this leak back in the day before the Switch was even out. This man was calling it. This man was saying, yo, this game's coming to the Switch. He had sources. He was the very first guy that I heard from talking about this. So shout outs to him. But yo, this game came out like what, 5-6 years ago. It's a pretty old game, but honestly, it still holds up. I was watching some gameplay earlier today. It still holds up pretty well. Those facial animations are still on point. And having this game on the go, having those touchscreen features, those motion control Joy-Con features in HD Rumble, that sounds pretty legit. And it's coming out same day and date as the other versions, November 14th. It's looking pretty good so
But hold
far.
up, I don't mean to cut you off, but who's eating right now?
Yo, good talk. Who is that?
eating?
That Cap?
You're right.
Yo, is that
Get
Cap?
destroyed.
Can you mute
No.
yourself?
I'm about to, get this guy out
Just
of here.
mute
Though.
yourself if you're eating, though. No lie.
This man's
Did no one hear me stating at the beginning that I was eating popcorn?
I think we thought it was gonna
I'll
stop,
mute myself. I'm almost
yeah.
done anyway.
This guy's just munching over here.
Thanks. Yeah,
Crazy.
it's alright.
But we're gonna try to do this like round robin style, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go in the tango line. I'm gonna start off with my boy Lock. Yo, man, give me a chance, man. Give me a chance, bro. I'm trying some new stuff around here. I'm trying something new. You know what I'm saying? Just give it a chance.
I just don't know what a tango line is, but alright.
All right, have you played it? Have you played the first one?
Yeah, I played LA Noire.
How you feel
it's
about
a good game.
It's a good game.
It's-
You gonna buy it again, nigga?
I'm not buying it again.
What?
I do like the fact that they're porting
Wow.
older games to the Switch, though. I'm just honestly waiting for Borderlands to come onto the Switch. That I'll repurchase.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to have something. I mean, it's easy to run. It's an old ass game. It's cinematic, good graphics. The story holds up. Like it's perfect for the Switch. It's perfect for on the go. That shit.
I respect that.
Negative lock. All right, go ahead, AG.
I respect that.
Dang, low key, I agree with him.
Ooh.
So wait, you're not gonna buy it either?
It's cool. Hell no.
Oh my god.
Low key, like, yeah, it's coming to Switch. That's cool. It's an old game. No, that's not nothing wrong with that. It's just like, you know, put them on Switch. I don't think so. I feel like that's a sit down, and plus I already have it on other consoles. So
Oh my god.
I appreciate the gesture, but it always feels like we're being tested. Like, oh, here's another port. If you buy this, maybe something else will come to Switch. Like, come on, son. Miss me with that bullshit.
Oh man.
So you're not gonna get this one then?
Nah, I ain't getting that shit. I answer for
No.
it.
So what you're saying is not.
But support
Yeah,
the
nah.
game though. Definitely support the
I
game.
think
though, so they
I'm
can
gonna
have more
support the
ports.
game.
There
I
you
know
go.
I will.
There you go.
Because I actually have a reason to, because when I was younger I used to watch a lot of the CSI
Exactly.
or SVU shows, like Law
Law
and Order.
Uh-huh.
And I always wanted to, when I was little, I always wanted to be like a detective. Like that was like my past like career or whatever that I wanted when I was little. One of the things that I wanted to be, and it never came to fruition. So hopefully when I buy this game, I can like live out my
Dream.
dreams. And
Just
yeah,
play
'cause
some of those Batman Telltale games.
it's really fascinating. I think I will too. Yeah, that one too. No, it's just really fascinating to me, like crime, putting the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah, I know.
And
What
the
you
motives of why people do what they do. I find it very interesting. So I'm definitely gonna get the game because it has a good story. If you have a good story behind it, then I will get it. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I will get it. Mhm.
What you thinking, Cap?
Well, I've never played LA Noir before. I want to get it, but I'm probably gonna be broke. When did they say it's coming out? November 14th.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely gonna be broke by then. I'm trying to get as many games as I can, but games like Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade, those are just crammed in there. I can't even get Skyrim. I haven't even played Skyrim, but I have it on PC, so I guess I can get that Rainway action going if I really want that on Switch.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
If that thing even comes out.
I'm waiting for that. I'm
But-
so waiting for that.
It looks good. I think they said it's not gonna be the remastered version on Switch, didn't they? It's just
See, I
it's
heard
not gonna be as on par as the other versions. I think something like that.
it wasn't gonna be the same version as the PS4 and Xbox One, which is why they didn't refer to those like high-res textures. But I did hear it's gonna look better than the 360.
Yeah, I would assume it would look better, but like
Yeah, they kept
I'm
saying.
not sure how I feel about this current practice. Like these games are all good. Like don't get me wrong, Skyrim, this game, LA Noire, there's like another game that's like old that's coming to the Switch. I forgot what it was.
Payday
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, Payday 2. Isn't there another one? There's probably more, but like,
Maybe.
and other companies might have even more planned. But like we want new games. But don't get me wrong, these are good games, and it's nice to see them on the console. But like, I don't know about how other people feel and how I feel about just rehashing 6-year-old games on the same. Like on a new gen system, especially Skyrim. That game has come out on so many platforms at this point. It's just like those boys are probably gonna port it to the 3DS next, for all we know. PS Vita, like those, that game has been milked hard. And I don't want other companies to get any ideas of milking games. I mean, microtransactions were already bad enough. Now we're getting like just milking whole games.
True.
But like the game itself doesn't seem bad, but I do want to get out of that habit of milking games and porting them, especially porting really old games. But if it's like Payday 2 is a different story, because that's more of like an online game, similar to like PUBG,
Ooh.
That's like, yeah, I see you there, Dark. But yeah, that kind of game has like a fan base that doesn't really die out like that, It's not like it needs a sequel. It's kind of like always concurrent. So if it was a game like that, it makes a bit more sense trying to get as many players on as many consoles. But games that like this, story driven, that are like 6 years old or even older that are just, you know, slightly up-resed ports and not even full remakes or remasters like Ocarina of Time 3D and stuff. It's just not that good, you know.
But don't you think it's kind of funny because like when the PS4 and the Xbox One came out, they got pretty old ports too. Like they got Grand Theft Auto 5. That game was 2 years old by the time it came to those platforms. Like,
was it 2 years old?
It was 2 years old when the game came out on PS4 and Xbox One. Everyone still, you didn't hear people saying, "Oh my gosh, it's 2-year-old game. Just make Grand Theft Auto 6 already. Why the game is a 2-year-old game?" They went out, they bought that shit. That's why that game's almost at 100 million sold.
The thing is, I think it's because of how much time.
Grand Theft Auto is very big. You're not gonna hear any people complain about it because most of the people that like play it are probably uneducated 12-year-olds. Let's be real here.
But NOIRE is big too. This is a good game.
It is. But the thing is, like, Grand Theft Auto, it was 2 years old, yes, but like its fan base was still large. The new consoles were big. But you know, I'm not defending the practice. I guess the practice wasn't just as bad as it is now as it was then, because you know, you didn't have game after game after game that was just like 10 years old, 6 years old, 4 years old. It was just like a few of these big premier titles like Grand Theft Auto getting ported to the new systems because, you know, the whole next gen is coming out now. While here it's like, oh, the Switch, it can't really do much. Here's a 6-year-old game. Have fun with it.
So you don't think that we wouldn't have gotten a similar reaction if it wasn't Grand Theft Auto 5? Like, 'cause that game's old as fuck too. Grand Theft Auto 5 is old.
Yeah, but I feel like even if Grand Theft Auto 5 were to come out now for the Switch, I feel like the people wouldn't complain, since that Grand Theft, if it came with Grand Theft Auto Online especially, it would go back to what I said about Payday 2 and how it has like a always concurrent player base. And although it does have its story mode, I feel like more people wouldn't complain, you know.
All right, let me throw this at y'all.
But but I don't like the business practice. Is what I'm saying.
You're saying they're just doing it to get people to, I guess, kind of like a tester. Is what you're saying?
I don't think this is a test though.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say? I'm trying to
The fan base is there, but these aren't really tests. That's just their way of like hiding the fact that they know they can milk you for money. Like Xenoverse 2. If they say that the only way to get Fighter Z is by buying Xenoverse 2 and like showing your support, boom, everyone that wants Xenoverse or Fighter Z is gonna get Xenoverse 2, and that's how you get sales.
I see what you're saying.
It's like just one large business practice.
I would be mad.
I still would get it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I still think that, like, yeah, the way they're going about it, it's weird, you know. Like, they should just go ahead and put out what they're gonna put out. But yeah, they are waiting and they're trying to get more money out of people. And I think I would still get it, but
like, I have nothing against it. Like, I want to get it. I've never played the game, so I want to get it. But you know, especially that time frame, definitely not gonna have enough money. But
I understand that.
I mean, can I interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you gotta look at it from a different standpoint, right? If I'm running a business where I have to put employees on payroll and I have to spend time and resources and attention on porting over 2 different games, you best believe I'm gonna test it out on that first game because it's still in that same genre. It's still in the Dragon Ball franchise. So if people support that, then I'll know to spend my time and money towards the game that they really want. Like, they can't just port over games willy-nilly just because they believe there's a market. They have to have hard data and evidence to back it up.
Yeah.
You gotta vote with your wallet on that.
Right.
You have to.
That's true. The only thing though, I would be mad about this whole LA Noire thing if it was okay. So like the fact that it's coming out on PS4, it's coming out on an Xbox, it's coming to fucking VR, right? And Switch.
LA Noire is also on VR now.
It's gonna be on the Vive, yeah. Which I don't know how that's gonna work, but I mean it's there. I guess. Fuck that. I don't know. But the fact that it's coming out on the same day and date as all the other platforms, because this, like, I feel like if they had announced this game, right, and Switch was the only console not getting it, people would be like, what? Why isn't this game coming? How come PS4 and Xbox get these games when we can't? Like, this game could definitely run on the system. Why aren't we getting this game? I feel like that's exactly what we would be hearing right now if this game was not announced for the Switch. But because it's on the Switch and it's an older game, I feel like, I'm sorry, I kind of feel like some people are getting a little greedy.
True. I'm not going to deny that. That's very true. But I feel like it's either coincidental that this is all happening now, or it's, you know, it's on purpose. Like, it is business practice. but like a lot of these games are just getting, like all these remastered games are getting like their ports. Like Skyrim is getting its VR version, and then we're also getting the Switch version. Like, well, actually no, we know that they were planning to make a Switch version a while ago, so I guess that doesn't work. But like, have they been planning LA Noire for the PS4 and Xbox One for a while now before they knew about the Switch version? Or were they like making a Switch port and then they decided to make the remaster? Like, we don't know where the thought process came from.
The game comes out in 2 months. They planned this for all the consoles. If it's coming out in 2 months, they had to have known it was going to go on all the platforms. Honestly, they probably started this development early this year, and are getting it out, in November, because there's no way it's coming out in 2 months, and they decided to put it on PS4.
Have like a Majora's Mask 3D situation where the whole remake takes longer than the original game.
I don't know. That'd be weird. But
I don't think so.
It is what it is. I'm gonna pick up this game. I've never played it before.
Me too.
It looks pretty lit. I've been looking for a very deep, heavy, story-heavy kind of game to play on the Switch, and this would be great. This is like 2.5 weeks after Odyssey, so I probably won't be playing it right away, but I'll definitely be picking it up when it comes out. So
I don't know. I couldn't even see myself playing it in that time frame, because like Odyssey, and then right after that, we're probably gonna be getting a Xenoblade very soon. If it hopefully doesn't get delayed. It has to come out around later that time in the month, November end, December beginning. So like by the time I finish Odyssey, I'm probably gonna be going straight into Xenoblade. So I probably wouldn't have much time to play it anyway.
I'm sure we'll know by next month. We're probably gonna get a direct next month, more than likely.
Yeah.
We have to. What was it? There was actually Bethesda, I think it was. The dude was all like, they still have an unannounced game for 2017.
Yo, chill. Hey, yo, chill.
Yeah.
All right. That's a little later on, all right?
Topic.
I'm sorry.
God dang.
Damn. Nah, you good, Ross. We saving
spoiling it.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're right though.
We
you're right
can jump
about
right into that next.
I get you guys have anyone else have anything to say about LA Noire coming to the Nintendo Switch? Hype as fuck.
I mean, if you're not gonna pick it up, tell everybody else to pick that shit up, because we need the support.
Yep.
Like, spread the word. It's a good game. Like, it's a good game.
Hey, let's be real here. If they said that if you buy this game, they'll port Red Dead 2 to the Switch, this game would sell like hotcakes.
It would. I'd be mad that they said that though. I'd be kind of mad.
Even if they said it would just sell for the like if they would make a PC port, it would sell like hotcakes. Like if you buy the PC version of this remaster, they put Red Dead on PC.
I don't know. I feel like
they're
people.
not doing that.
I don't know. I feel like people make a big deal out of the Switch thing. Like our platform is the only platform where people will actually make a big deal of like, okay, support the third party, support the third party.
That's because.
And then because we don't get them, so it's like, and then when we do get them, and people don't support them, and everyone gets like, oh my god, you didn't support them. But I feel like a game is a game. If you want to support that game, you will support that game no matter what. Even if it's a good or bad third party, I feel like we should support the good ones and not the bad ones. And not just like go all like, oh yeah, it's a third party. I don't care if it's bad or good or whatever. I'm gonna support it.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, there's good and bad to it.
There's a difference between supporting an actual good third party and supporting just for the hell of it and just go, oh, okay, I'm gonna support this.
Trolling.
Yeah, you shouldn't support.
Because then we don't have standards at that point, and we don't have like, okay, what are these like Nintendo Switch people? What are they kind of games are we looking for? So I feel like that might be a thing with us.
Yeah, there's like
it's becoming a thing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, there's the good side and the bad side, and it's just
right.
Like, you have the marketing business, and then you have like
the fan base,
whole fan base and stuff. Like,
getting all upset with each other over not supporting every single game that comes out. So that's
but it's just like it's a really hard decision. We're like not in a very good place because it's like the Wii U was the last console. We saw how that turned out. Companies really don't want like to repeat their mistakes. So, they really want to be cautious. Even though the Switch does look good, it looks promising, it's got a fan base. At any moment, that could literally die out. Like, one game could just kill it all, or one bad move on Nintendo could just kill it all, and then the game companies are screwed, So, like, they got to take their precautions, and they got to take their risks. So, like, we have to do our best to show them that, we're here, we're accepting, we want these games on our system. But like, we shouldn't just be supporting them for the heck of it. Like, if it's a
Yeah,
game that
no.
we actually, if they're making a game that we really want, like Fighter Z is really popular, and that are into those kinds of games are most likely going to pick up Xenoverse 2. They're going to spread. They're going to say a lot of good things about Xenoverse 2. They're going to tell others to get Xenoverse 2, and you know, they're going to really spread that around, and then it'll really show the support. But like, you know, we shouldn't just go giving support all willy-nilly. There are bad games out there that we shouldn't be supporting.
Yeah.
But you know, that hasn't really been a problem so far. It's just like everyone's just testing the Switch right now.
That's how we are. We're beta testing like certain things. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's
the
also
brand
certain things
because we're like coming in at like a bad time. Like, it's not like a whole new console generation came out. We're coming in like mid
between.
We're really coming in like at the end.
These developers didn't forget about the Wii U, dog. They got that fresh in their minds. They ain't forget about that
I know,
shit.
it's like we have that stigma of the Wii U still haunting
Elephants
us.
never forget.
Yeah, that those Wii U days were horrible. I
mean,
crazy.
You only got a Wii U if you're a really
yeah, or you just didn't know that it was gonna flop that bad. Like, you really had faith in them. Like, you had like blind faith going in.
No, I like bought my Wii U 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I think. Yeah,
Me
I
too.
think it was
Me
a
too.
little more than 2 years.
2015.
2015 June. That's when I bought it. I only bought it for the Nintendo exclusives. I did not go into the Wii U thinking, oh, we're gonna get Call of Duty, we're gonna get Assassin's Creed, we're gonna get hardcore AAA title. I did not go into it thinking that. I was just like, I got my Zelda, I got my Smash, I got my Mario. That's all I need. Metroid, if we're blessed. That never happened, but you know.
We never got like a 3D platformer Mario game, which really upset me when I bought it.
It was this weird isometric kind of style, but
yeah, it was just like the 2D, 3D arcade looking type of game.
the Wii U was kind of like a stop. It kind of, they just didn't have a lot of games. Like, the Wii U doesn't even have its like, technically it doesn't even have its own Zelda Zelda game. Like, Breath of the Wild may have been originally developed for the Wii U, but when it came out, they were just like, the Wii U? What's a Wii U? We never made that thing.
They just probably put it out because they didn't want to tell people that, oh, it's coming out.
It definitely would have hurt them if it didn't come for
if they just basically lied to their fans that bought a Wii U and like felt bamboozled if they didn't get the copy of the game. So that's why they
because I definitely bought it. Like, that was my main goal. My main goal in mind for Wii U was that I was going to get Wind Waker HD, any possible future remakes, and Breath of the Wild. That was Breath of the Wild was the top of the list. I'm going to hopefully, like, at that time it was like 2016. I'm like, next year is going to be the year we're going to get Breath of the Wild. We're going to see it at E3. It's going to be great, you know, and then, you know, comes
people
from the
went
Switch.
crazy at E3.
Man, fuck that console.
like,
Fuck that console.
bamboozled.
That console's trash. Fuck the Wii U. Fuck Nintendo. Except for the Switch.
What? How are you gonna say F Nintendo
Hello,
when you own a
that's
Switch and this is a Switch podcast?
Because the fucking the Wii U was, I don't know. Look, dude, the Wii U was garbage.
Yeah, they had a dark past.
Fuck the Wii U. That console was like the redhead stepchild that should never been born. Like, you were an accident. You were a mistake.
Calm down.
Get out of here, yo, son. You only had
Dark
one good game,
Array.
like shit, you little bitch ass nigga. Anyway.
Oh my
The
god.
Wii U had
sorry.
good games, and that's what matters.
Wow.
First party, at least.
I'm about to go to bed, yo. This shit's making me mad. I
Dude,
can't
I'm
stand the
telling
Wii U,
you.
dog. I literally can't stand that console, bro. Like,
No, but like I literally traded in my Wii for a Switch. Like I was like so dead
Dude,
on like, getting a
I was
Switch.
going to do that, but
I was so dead on
couldn't
getting a
do
Switch.
it. I could not bring myself to sell my Wii U. I was just
I
like,
had
no.
I needed the money. I had
I mean,
to.
I still feel
$200.
I still feel pretty scammed that I had to get a Switch to get the real Breath of the Wild experience. But like, I can't really do much about it. I think it's.
This one's crazy.
I think it's what?
No, I'm sorry. Go
What?
ahead.
What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say?
Man.
I wouldn't even. Okay, Usman, this is one thing. I wouldn't even use a Wii U to wipe my downstairs cheeks.
Kind of upstairs cheeks though.
What?
Man, that gamepad would feel like sandpaper.
I know. Ouch, rough.
Guys, you think the remastered LA Noire means they're working on a sequel? Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh.
I think so.
Man.
Why not? Why
I
not?
haven't
They
played
should.
LA Noire. Does
I'd
it
get
have
the
like a sequel kind of ending? Does it?
I don't even think it would matter. If it doesn't, they could just make a whole new story.
Here's
need
my
the
thing with this. Here's my thing. I hope that going back to the LA Noire game, I really, really hope that, you know how they're getting in the practice of like porting games over. I really hope they don't sell it as a brand new game with the brand new.
Oh, they will. Nope.
No,
They will.
No, it's $60. I'm gonna lose it. No,
It is.
Because I feel
It's
like
$60?
It's going to be. It's going to be. I
Really?
guarantee you, it's
hate
going to be
that.
$60.
Like
This
I
is
was
what I
thinking about
cannot
getting
stand.
Skyrim, but it was like $60, and I was like, why?
Yeah.
Guys, this
Skyrim,
is
honestly-
okay, LA Noire, it's a remaster. If Skyrim didn't have that kind of price tag, I wouldn't complain too much. But even Skyrim, which has been re-released so many times, has a full $60 price tag on Switch. That bothers me so much. It
It
needs
does?
to be $40.
Oh hell no.
This is another thing that bothers me. If you're gonna change the game up, like if you're gonna add new like mechanics to the game,
Mhm.
you're gonna add like new DLC, or you're gonna add
all the
something
DLC's
to
going to
the
be in
game,
there.
not just a straight port and like just empty straight port. Just like leave it the way it was 6 years ago, same game but just remastered, and you're gonna drop the price point as if it was like a brand new game. That does bother me. I mean, I get that people are trying to make money or whatever, but I still think that's wrong, because you can't be selling old games like they're brand new just because you put it on a brand new
It's
system.
Rockstar though. They
But,
charge
like,
$60.
Is the epitome of what a remake.
How long were they charging $60 for
You're
Grand
gonna-
Theft Auto 5? For like
You're not gonna
years,
put-
dog.
Yeah, but that didn't get
Whatever.
re-released as much as Skyrim did.
Whatever.
Like, we
It
had
got
our
re-released
con-
3 times though.
I mean,
Ugh.
we had our console version, and then we had the upgraded consoles,
Then
and
we
then
had
we had
PC.
PC. But
Like,
it didn't
a
like
shit ton. That's a shit ton, dog.
rehash.
No, but like, okay, don't give me that dark, because okay, we all talk about how Nintendo don't want to drop their price points right on certain games.
New
and
versions,
that.
equal new
But
missions.
even then,
Watch the new
when they had-
versions.
when they had games coming out on Virtual Console for the Wii U, they dropped that stuff to $20. So you can't tell me that people cannot drop their price points.
They can, but
Like,
they ain't. Most
that
developers
game
ain't
was-
Rockstar though. These developers aren't as good as Rockstar. They don't have the
Virtual
ego.
console isn't
of
something I
Rockstar.
compare it to. Like those are like old games. That doesn't cost
No,
Nintendo
like the Wii U,
anything.
though the Wii games, and they're like the same amount of years, like 6 years. Like,
Yeah, but
they
you
had
know,
like Mario
again,
Galaxy.
those don't cost any money to like get on the Wii U. Those are just emulated. They made most of their revenue.
I know. I'm just. I know.
All
it's
I'm
just,
saying
it's
is that
irritating,
there's
like-
no developers out there that are selling 80 million copies of their games. Rockstar wants every dollar they don't care. They know y'all niggas are gonna buy it
Crash
2, 3,
Bandicoot
4
is, like, the
times.
epitome
They
of
will
what
put
we
that
need.
game out for $60 every
I
single
just
time they
don't-
launch it, because they know y'all gonna buy it. And you know what?
It's
I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be picking this game up day one. If y'all don't want to buy it, fuck that, fine. But you know what? Don't cry when we don't get Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm gonna come straight to your
Oh my
yo. I'm gonna come to
God.
AG's front door. I'm going to New York. I'm knocking on Locke's front door. His brother gonna open the door. He gonna be like, yo, who are you, nigga? I'm gonna be like, yo, your brother Locke here. Let me speak to that nigga. I'm gonna come up to him and be like, did you buy LA Noire? He gonna be like, nah, nigga. How'd you even find my address, bro? I'm like, all right, bet.
I think it's time to stop.
Then I'm gonna find AG. You next on my list, nigga. Yo, I'm gonna be like, did you buy this game? Oh, all right,
No,
word.
He said, "Word, you didn't buy it."
You didn't buy it? Word. All right, cool.
I mean, I
cool.
want to get it, but I'm just like irritated at the fact that it's $60. Like that stuff's irritating.
Let's look on the bright
Games are
side.
last-
Nintendo and Rockstar have not had a good relationship in a while. So
Since
Rockstar putting a game on Nintendo's console right now is a good thing. Like they're testing their waters. They're working with Nintendo. So you know what? I think in the end, it's only gonna work out well for us
It
fans.
will.
Hopefully.
It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
I'm
People,
buying
we
this game.
complain, but we are gonna end up buying the game. Like,
I'm buying this game.
Because if we pay people pay $60 for like Mario, and Rabbids.
That game
Best
was lit,
believe
though.
they're gonna pay
That game was
$60
lit.
for that Rockstar game.
Look, man.
So-
As far as these like developers having like bad relationships with Nintendo in the past, I agree with that. But this generation is looking a little different. Segue, boys, because Bethesda's got a new game coming out in 2017.
Ooh,
That's
the
right.
cool
You like that? You like that?
Okay,
You
I
like
like
that?
that. I see what
Okay.
you're saying.
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So apparently, Pete Hines came out in an interview and
Who?
said that they had
Who?
Pete Hines. You guys know Pete
Oh,
Hines?
okay.
All right, you got it. You got
Oh
it.
my gosh, you guys are getting.
We don't know that.
Y'all don't. All right, I'm giving. I'm just.
I don't
gotta
know
be-
their
I'm just
names.
trying to give
I don't know
names.
who-
I'm trying to drop
All
names,
right.
dog.
Name dropping, all right.
You know, so apparently they said that we have a ton of stuff going on and we have a game that's coming out this year that we haven't even told anybody about yet. That can wait. It won't be so long. So apparently it's going to come out before the end of this year. Some people, there's two possibilities right now. One I think is kind of bullshit. I don't think it's gonna happen. And two, the other one I think is almost guaranteed. The one I don't think is gonna happen is that rumored Game of Thrones style game that they're trying to make, which makes absolutely no sense because that wouldn't be a real new game because it's almost in the exact same setting that Skyrim's in right now. So why would they make a Game of Thrones type of game?
Guys,
that'd be kind of fucking weird.
Reskin Skyrim and sell it at full price.
That's what people are saying. That's what the rumor is.
But why can't you?
Let's
Why
be real,
can't you
that's
be
what they would
creative
do.
though and add like extra things to the game, like extra DLC? Are they gonna do that? I haven't really.
There's been so much DLC for Skyrim. Like I don't know if they even.
But I mean, can you?
I'm
add
sorry.
something
I
to
think
do
you're
with
forgetting
full
the Zelda
package?
content in the Switch version.
There's that too. There's that too.
What?
Get the Skyward Sword and the Hylian Shield. I mean, you can look like just Link from Breath of the Wild. Like, well, Link from Breath of the Wild if you were a drug addict. That's what he's like. But you know,
A drug addict, huh?
The amiibo?
What's this nigga talking about?
Disney?
Are you talking about amiibos?
have you seen?
Yo, Cap, you got me
I don't know
confused,
what
dog.
he's talking about, honestly.
You got me mad
Have you looked at his
confused.
face?
I'm lost as fuck.
He might be wearing his
Me too.
clothes, but he don't look like Link.
Huh?
Here,
Hold
here,
up,
look it up.
B.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Nah,
Okay,
it's
I
good.
just-
This man needs
Sorry.
this man needs to take a
Nah,
nap.
you don't even gotta do that, B. Let's go back to the sky.
All right.
No, I'll see it. I wanna see
The
it.
other option that we have that I think is going to actually happen, like a podcast or two ago, I remember we talked about this. That wait, what? What'd you say?
All right, you got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, yeah. But Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition for the Nintendo Switch was listed on that Spanish retailing site a little while ago. So some people are assuming that that game, Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, is what they're going to be announcing for probably like November. I'm assuming.
Wait, is that unannounced? Is that on a? Did they not make an official announcement for that game?
They have not announced that game
That's
yet.
been leaked, B.
Yeah, but it was leaked,
Oh,
so
all
people
right.
have a feeling that since I mean, if a retailer's posting it up there, there's got to be some truth to that game even existing for some to some degree. So I'm assuming that game's gonna come out on PS3 or PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, hopefully, and that's gonna be their last announced game for 2017. Because the only other game that we know that they're working on is Elder Scrolls 6, and that game sure as hell ain't coming out this year. So that's what I think. What y'all think?
I ain't
You
got no
guys go
thoughts on
first.
this one.
Wait,
I'm just hyped for the game, man. I'm just waiting for it. That'll be a clean game on Switch. I'm just worried it's gonna be 30 FPS though.
Oh, it definitely probably will.
So
What type
see,
of graphics
okay,
are we
that's
talking
another
about,
thing.
too?
That's another thing. You're
Good
selling
point.
the game at $60, and you can't even let it.
I don't think that one will be $60. I think that one will
We're
probably
getting the
be
bare
like 40.
bones game, and you guys are freaking.
Damn, Rose.
Oh, what game are we talking about? Hold on, I blanked out for a
This
second.
man blacked out from a food coma. We're talking about
You're so mean. You're so
Hey,
mean.
that Popeyes
dog.
is
we're talking about
For aging.
Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition that was leaked on a Spanish retailer. We're thinking that might be the game that they're talking about for releasing end of 2017.
Wait, we're calling that bare bones?
That's what Rose said. That's what no.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying,
that's
like,
definitely-
Rose
they're
said.
saying it's 30 FPS and that there's no extra things like extra added.
I mean, if it's
DLC.
Game of the Year, it's probably gonna be DLC. If it's the
Coming
game,
It's
with
gonna
all
have
the
all the
DLC.
DLC.
Yeah,
included.
game-
They're
yeah.
saying- Okay.
It better
But,
be
like,
60.
DLC included
But
with the full $60 price tag.
Shit,
All right.
I ain't never
I
played
guess.
Fallout. I never played Fallout. I never played LA Noire. I never played Skyrim.
talking
I never played
about-
any of these games. I'm gonna buy them
I
all.
haven't either, and I really
I
want to
haven't
get
either,
them.
so I don't know what to
Especially
expect.
in this holiday season, it is so crammed. It is gonna be hard to play all these games.
I'm glad.
Like
it's
I wish
cramped.
they were more spread out. Like it's just so crammed this holiday season. Like especially on the Switch. Us Switch boys got like so much. We've got Fire Emblem Warriors. We got Super
I ain't
Mario
getting that
Odyssey. What? Xenoblade.
The point
what
is, the
else?
list is so long. We'll be here all day. This list is extensive. There's a shit
It's
ton of games we
too
can play.
It's
Be
too
happy
many
about it.
games. We
Exactly.
probably have more games
That's
than
the
we had on
point.
the
That's
Wii
what I
U in
wanna
its
be
whole
able to say.
life.
This man another Wii U then.
Yo,
Mm.
go back to the Wii U.
Yeah.
You
If
want
y'all
to let me
if
know
y'all
how you
having
feel,
problems with these games, y'all got the Wii U, son. Cause I don't miss that
I'm
having no
good.
games to play, son. I'm good with
Game
just
of
having
the
too many
year.
games to play. I love it. I'm getting my money's worth. So hopefully,
Alright.
hopefully this game comes out because I would love to play
All
this
these
game on the
ports
Switch.
are $60 You better be in your.
Damn,
That's all I'm saying.
damn,
That's
yo,
all I'm saying.
Rose,
I mean, I'm
I'm
expecting it
have
to
to
be
be a
30.
surgeon or something to afford all this.
tell us how you really feel, Rose.
720 FPS and up.
I'm just saying, man.
Resolution.
I think it'll be 1080p 30.
I don't think it'll be 1080p, fam. I think it'll be like 900p 30.
900 people.
I mean, all right, true.
4K, man. What about that?
Because you got to
4K,
remember, the
though?
PS4 was struggling with that shit.
Oh yeah, it was.
Dude,
But honestly,
struggling.
I think that was more like due to optimization because it's fucking Bethesda. Let's be real.
Bethesda games are always poorly optimized at launch with like
yeah.
a bunch of glitches.
Yeah, that shit's about to be ass. Oh my god.
Oh, he's like, I'm double thinking this. I don't know if I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait it out. Like I'm gonna wait out a couple months, let them patch the game and shit, and then pick it up.
Oh,
A couple months.
it's alright. It's all good. I mean, a lot of games is good. I can't hate.
Who said Brawlhalla in the chat? He about to get banned.
Anyways,
Why you about
don't
to get
Zep, I got
banned?
your back. Zep, I got your back. Don't worry about it,
Yeah,
son.
Zep
That game's
is
gonna be
we don't
really
talk
good.
about Brawlhalla.
Shout out to him.
But
Shout out to the chat. Shout out
Is
to
it
the
out
chat. It's the
Brawlout?
library.
Nah, it's not.
When is that coming out?
They said fall
Don't matter.
2017, so we just got it. Fall's not
Initial
until
release date.
probably not until like November.
That shit is delayed and it's gone. It's about to be where Pocket Rumble's at.
Psych, ain't nothing gonna go into those Oblivion hell, son. That game is like doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. What?
The game is in Paradiso. Speaking of Paradiso, yo, we got Kamiya, the
Wow.
director of Bayonetta 3. That segue though, holy shit, yo, I
That
can't-
Well, I was
That
about
wasn't
to say,
smooth.
alright.
That-
Strong, B.
No, this man didn't just.
I mean,
That was-
anyone,
that was strong.
remember not to sport
Wait, what?
ukulele? Anyone remember that?
Fuck
game?
that game, dude.
That's crazy.
That game's trash, dude. That game gonna be trash.
And you about to pick up Brawl Out though?
Anyways, you know what? Racism is not
This man,
cool in
like-
2017. I don't know why we're pretending like it is. Like,
I remember what Taco said. Taco said some true shit back in that.
I'm not even gonna read
This
Taco's
dude
comments.
Dark
dog.
wants Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch, yet he the hell is that? Abhors the idea of Final Fantasy 15 Pocket on the Switch, yet he's gonna suck on Rockstar's nads when they make a $60 game that's not even new.
First off, Pocket is not
And
gonna
then
be better than
Brawl
LA
Out.
Noir. Like, are you gonna tell me that Pocket Edition of 15 is gonna be better than LA Noir? You're high, dude. You're high. It's not. I'm sorry.
I mean,
But
that's
then you
not
deny
wrong.
the probability of an actual Final Fantasy 15 port.
Well, listen.
And
When
then you're like, oh, Brawl Out, all day, boy, all day, every
I
day.
mean, I like my fighters. What can I say? I'm a
All day,
fighting
every
game
day.
enthusiast. Blade Strangers comes out early next year. By the way, I'm gonna get that. That's
Speaking
gonna
of
be late.
fighters,
That
Zep,
game's gonna be
you
lit.
and Zep can be playing Brawl Out because I think he's gonna get the game.
Yo, Zep, you get that? We gonna be.
So
in the
yeah,
lab,
he said he's
dog.
gonna get that game. So you got somebody to play with.
Let's
Ultra are
go.
gonna be the only ones playing.
You and I think Ultra 2 maybe, right?
The Ultra's gonna get it. Hell yeah.
So y'all three, you guys can go at
yeah.
it.
Speaking of Blade Strangers, though, that game is shaping up nice though.
It is, isn't it? You watching the streams that they had during
Mm-hmm.
Which
Gamescom?
one?
PAX. It was at PAX. Yeah, they had it at PAX.
That's rough.
Which game?
Blade Strangers.
Blade Strangers.
Yeah, it's like a 2D art fighter. They got like a bunch of characters from a lot of like isn't it like the Callus
Games.
characters. I guess so.
Kinda.
They got
It's like
Cave
a-
Story. They got
It's multiple crossovers.
yeah, Code Princess in there. They got a lot of IPs packed into that game. And it's the combo system's looking clean. The character design's looking
Get on
clean.
Steam.
And that game's a clean like $20 or some shit like that. Like it's
I
over.
think it's. I mean, maybe
It's
it's
over,
I think it's getting a physical release, so that might be 30 or 40. But
I'm not grabbing
Buy
that.
physical.
oh my God, you can't be working this many hours and not want to pay for your games, Lock. Like,
I'm buying the
okay.
game. I'm just not getting the physical.
oh, all right, all right,
okay.
all right.
I just want to be able to
Hey,
play it on the
respect,
train, practice my combos, you know?
all right.
Put respect on him. Wait,
Per-
which game are you gonna
respect.
get? On the train?
Huh?
Which
What?
one are you playing on the train?
I'm getting Brawl Out.
Oh, you're getting wait. You're getting Brawl Out?
I'm
I'm
getting
getting
Brawl
Brawl
Out.
Out day one.
What happened?
Oh shit.
I forgot.
Nah. He's talking about Blade
I gotta get
Strangers
Brawl
though.
Out
He's
now,
talking about
then.
Blade
I gotta
Strangers.
get Brawl
Shit.
Out now. You guys are getting it.
Oh shit,
Alright,
that's
again.
fucking funny,
Hey,
dog.
if you get Brawl Out, I'll get
What's
Brawl
going
Out.
on right now?
Yo, Locks.
If I ever buy Brawl Out, I'm buying everybody here Brawl Out.
Wow.
Wait, so you
If I ever buy that bullshit,
Dude, I
I'm
mean, if
buying
you
a
want
copy
to,
what
of
feel
game
free to
you
buy
play
me a
on the
copy
train,
of
then?
Brawl Out. I ain't gonna.
What
game
y'all
are you
see?
playing on the
Slip
train?
and let me know.
Watch when I get that game, you'll see how good it is, dog.
Don't try to convince me.
I won't have to. You gon' I know you gonna check out a few, gameplay reviews and stuff, and you gonna see. Oh, hold on. This
About
combo
to
I
system
see you
kinda
up
good.
on Steam trying to play the game. Mm-mm.
If I see you on PUBG instead of Brawl Out, then I know what the verdict is.
Oh, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be playing PUBG and Brawl Out, son. But Brawl's gonna be on the Switch though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Keep
Yeah,
it
his
real,
right
dog.
hand on the keyboard, and his left hand on the Joy-Cons.
There you go.
Mm.
My boy Kamiya from Platinum Games, developer of Bayonetta 2. Or was he the
Did we already
director?
go over this?
No, we didn't.
No.
Cause y'all cut
Oh,
me
did we?
off. How?
All right. Continue.
He came up with a tweet 2 days ago, September 5th, says, actually, Cold Spaghettio, I don't know what kind of username that is, but sent him a question on Twitter. He said, is there an actual name for the world of chaos, like Inferno, or Paradiso, like Gaia, or something like that? He asked him a question on Twitter, and his response to this question was, wait till Bayonetta 3 comes out, my boy. And I'm just like, hold on. That must mean this nigga is trolling heavy, which he does that very often. He trolls a lot, which I'm not a fan of because he blocked me, whatever, right? Or he's hinting at Bayonetta 3 possibly being in development. I think it's the latter. I think we're gonna be getting this game announced probably sometime. I'm thinking E3 next year would be perfect time to be announcing this game.
I think you're
I don't
very
think so.
optimistic.
I think it was like earlier this year that they said they haven't even started working on it. They only had it on the drawing.
My boy, they announced Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U 3 years before it came out. I'm sure they can. They announced that game super early, and no one had problems with that. I was totally fine with
They're
that.
gonna pull a Metroid Prime 4 and just have the logo, flames behind it.
Would that not be hype though? If you saw Bayonetta 3,
I would be down. I'm down for it. I'm just saying it doesn't seem likely that they're gonna
I
have.
don't even need to see
ready.
gameplay. I know what the game's gonna play like. I played Bayonetta 1 and 2, play the same game. It's gonna be lit. I'm thinking this game's gonna happen. I'm thinking it might be a Switch exclusive. If not, at least multi-plat. And if it's multi-plat, I'm fine with that too. I ain't gonna be like these Nintendo fans, these Nintendo fags that hate when games go multi-plat. I'm fine with it as long as it comes to a system that I can play it on. I'm fine. If it's on the Switch and other platforms, that's fine with me. Lock, tell me what you feel about this, my boy.
Why you talk like that?
See how I bring it down?
It's gone.
He's gone. Asian, tell me how you feel about this, my boy.
Shit. Wait up. I don't know. Just the way if there was gonna be a Bayonetta, I think we would have heard something more substantial instead of a tweet. You know.
Damn,
So,
you shitting on my dreams.
I think he's just trolling.
Damn.
Yeah, like I don't think so.
So what you're saying is I can't be optimistic. All right, cool. It's gonna be like that. It's crazy. Rose,
Yeah.
talk to me, girl. Talk to me.
Talk to me. What do you want me? What you want me to? What do you want to talk about?
All right, Cap, go ahead, son.
I got nothing to say, man.
Wait, no. Wait, that's the question again. Sorry.
Do you think this man's trolling, or do you think Bayonetta 3 is actually a thing that's gonna be happening sometime soon?
Who said it again? You said the guy.
The director of Bayonetta 2.
I'm sorry. Well, then why would he troll about it?
Because he's a troll. He trolls a lot. He trolls a lot on Twitter.
Did they say did he say when?
No. He just said wait till Bayonetta 3.
Wait till honestly, I haven't played a Bayonetta game, so I don't know.
Huh?
Honestly,
No.
actually, you know what? I don't know if Rose can play Bayonetta. It's kind of a
Shut up.
title, you
It's just
know?
a bit too edgy.
It's a bit
I haven't
too
played
much.
any Bayonetta either,
Shut
but
up.
I'm planning on picking it up.
I think
It
will
looks
come
really
out. I
fun.
just don't
It
know
looks
when.
really fun.
I honestly think they are gonna want to put it out. In my opinion, I haven't played the game, but I'm just saying this. The Switch is a hot commodity right now with the way it was selling, and everybody's trying to jump on it and hop on it right now because you cannot find one. It's been months. I mean, we still have some in certain stores, but there's still some stores where you cannot find one. So I know that they're gonna want to put their games on it because it's a hot commodity, and they're gonna want to make money off of it. So I see it happening.
True.
I just don't know when. He might be trolling about, it's going to come out soon. They're probably going to take forever to put it out. So he's already trying to get people's minds already on thinking about it. So that they can work up that anticipation like they did with Zelda, how we were anticipating it. And then we all just boom, got the game. I see that happening with this game.
I think this game will come out. I think it'll be announced probably next year, and it'll definitely hit the Switch. I just don't see why not. There's such a big fan base for Bayonetta. Bayonetta was in Smash Bros. 1 and 2 came to the Wii U. 2 was an exclusive. Nintendo published 2. They ain't gonna just kick it to the curb now that people love this character. They basically resurrected this character from the grave, single-handedly.
What did I miss though?
Anyway, so yeah, they basically resurrected this character, right?
Bring me in.
They put her in Smash Bros. And made a sequel, and this character is now hype with popularity again. Before Bayonetta 2 came out and before she was in Smash, no one cared about Bayonetta all that much. There wasn't that many Bayonetta fans, but as soon as they announced the game,
I was a fan.
sure.
Dang.
But I don't know. I just think Nintendo would definitely be down for either publishing the third one or making sure it's an exclusive or making sure it at least comes to the platform if it's gonna go multi-plat. That's what I think.
Okay.
I totally think you're right there, but like, do you think in the context of the tweet, he was like alluding to that though? Like, honestly.
Fuck it, yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, I do. I really do.
Calm down.
Even though even though this nigga blocked me on Twitter, like, yo, I still fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Still fuck with this nigga. He does this shit a lot. So we gonna see soon. I'm sure we'll see by next year, early next year or E3. We'll hear some more rumbles about this, but we'll have to see.
Gee, it's crazy.
Next topic though. Next
That's
topic.
crazy.
We got some numbers. We got some numbers because every Thursday we got to talk about how well the Switch is doing over there in Japan. It's that time of the week. Wait, what'd you say?
Huh?
It's that time of week again.
I'm about to break your nose, like. You buying L anymore or no?
I'm about to break.
Nah, I'm buying that shit.
Say no.
Tell my homies to buy it.
Yo, man, the Switch is still killing it. Still killing it. Yo, we're going to go from bottom to top because it's more entertaining that way. Xbox One, 78 units. Not bad.
Ooh, let's go. Let's give a round of applause.
Last week is at 63. So it's doing its thing. PS3 at 85. Wii U is 116. Nintendo 3DS, 486. Nintendo 2DS, 1,935. The Vita.
God damn.
Yeah, the Vita is at 3,975.
Yeah, that shit is still selling?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's even on
Where are
this
you
list.
getting these numbers from, Dar?
This is
Where
on Media Creates on Nintendo Everything. We got the PS4 Pro at 4,965.
I'm gonna check them on
Got
Twitter.
the new 2DS XL, the one that just came out, at 11,515.
Okay, Nintendo.
The new 3DS XL is at 12,332. PS4 base PS4 21,419. And then number one, we got the Switch at 50,074 units sold last week alone, which is insane. As far as the games that are
wait, is that up or down?
It's down. Last week it was about 69,000 for last week, but the fact that it still remained, the fact that it remained number one and still 50K plus is it's not bad. It's not bad.
If it's still number one, I'm assuming the hype is still there.
I'm assuming definitely.
It's not dying out. Because if it was like 50,000 and then PS4 had like 70,000, that'd
be a problem.
More of a, because that would show like the hype is dying out and other people are going back to their other ways and stuff. But seems like it's still good. Still on number one. That's
the
what
top
matters.
The top 5 spots for game sales. 2 of those games were Switch games. 2 of them were 3DS, and then 1 was PS4. So Splatoon selling 52,000 last week. Pretty much everyone who bought a Switch this week also bought it with Splatoon because it sold 52,000, which is crazy. That game's already at 1,056,500 copies just in Japan, which is crazy. Switch is over 1.5 million in Japan, which is doing it in half the time the PS4 took to get to that same number, which is pretty fucking good. Switch is doing its thing. Switch is killing it in Japan right now. The Japanese developers are noticing. Capcom, especially Square Enix, they're noticing these amazing sales for this console. And I just
Square Enix better be noticing. Like, they are big in Japan, and I really want their games on our system. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Definitely. It's happening. I might make a whole other video about that because
there's just a whole other podcast just for.
I might have to talk about that again because that should make me.
hype as fuck. It's possible. It's Unreal Engine 4, so it's not going to be a problem to port. We'll see.
We're not getting into this. We do this like every week.
We do this every week.
We're not doing.
But yeah, I just want to throw out those numbers real quick, just to let y'all niggas know Switch still on top because gotta keep it real, man. Keeping it real. But that's about all the topics that we have for this week, really. If y'all niggas got any questions for us in the chat, let us know.
Ask us questions so we can answer.
Throw us some questions before.
I got something I wanna.
Come on, chat.
All right, go ahead, Doug.
I bet. So, listening to the figures for all the 3DSs, it made me realize that Nintendo is ODing with that shit. Do you think that well, there's too many versions of the 3DS.
Oh yeah.
Like the
yeah.
3DS,
Yeah.
the original,
I
the
agree.
XL,
I
the
agree.
new, and the all of this new shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think somehow, some way, they're gonna apply that same logic to the Switch? And how would that work out? Like, what different versions of the Switch could there possibly be?
I don't think they would, because the Switch, it doesn't seem as easily manufacturable as the 3DS. Because the 3DS, I believe, is proprietary hardware, while the Switch is running off of NVIDIA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the more Switches they put out there, the more royalty fees they have to pay. So unless they were to make a iteration that's using proprietary hardware, which would really change the whole thing, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's a good
That's
point.
interesting.
That's actually a
That's
good
very
point.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Same.
Really?
Good input, AG. Good input, dog.
Great input.
But okay.
Nah, I
Very, very educated answer.
don't think we'll see like.
But go on.
No, you go. You go.
So what I was thinking was that I think there were so many iterations, not because I guess they kind of needed to, but you gotta remember the Wii was out and it wasn't doing too hot, so I feel like they had to elongate the 3DS's lifespan.
Right,
True that.
right.
True that.
I don't think they're gonna do that with the Switch because that's their main thing right now. And by the way, it's doing pretty good. So I don't think they're gonna need to like keep on rehashing or upgrading the Switch unless they like absolutely have to.
I kept hearing that they were gonna. I don't know if this is true, but it's a rumor. But I kept hearing that they were gonna make a Switch Mini. Like
No, that's BS. Analysts were like hot.
Yeah.
They kept saying a bunch of stuff. They were like Switch Mini, PS5, and they kept saying a bunch of crap that people believed, and I was just like, "You're kidding me, right? They don't know anything. They're just predicting stuff, and you're taking it as
right?
fact."
Right. No,
I
I just
was like-
rumor. It's rumor.
Did y'all hear about that SCD though?
Oh yeah.
What?
Well yeah.
What?
The supplementing
What?
computing device.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, my boy got it. Okay, Dark.
I'm hip to these
Yeah,
things.
so
Like,
many computing, yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Another shout out to my boy Q. I remember he made a whole video based on that. Just want to plug that, man, real quick. But yeah, I definitely remember him talking about that a while ago. Because that was it in the patents or was it?
Yeah,
or-
it was in the patent list
Yeah.
that they had.
So that and the VR headset, I doubt the VR headset will ever really come to a thing, but they
Nah,
could
they need to cut that
probably,
shit out.
yeah, they really do. But I could definitely see them doing something with that little supplementing this SCD.
Yeah, that could push games to
It
like
could.
60 FPS app.
What? And inform me. What is this thing?
All
You're
right, I got you.
Go
So
ahead.
basically, the SCD, which is the supplemental computing device, plugs into the back of the dock, and it provides extra power, like CPU and GPU power, to the Switch. So instead of having to buy a whole new system, you just plug that in. It's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was actually gonna say that if any iteration were to come out, it would be a Switch Pro.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's what I was
guess.
aiming at, but
because-
why I came up with that.
Well, this could actually go two ways. They could actually split this and milk it pretty hard. They could have one of those things that would like upgrade the Switch's dock hardware for cheaper, or you could upgrade the whole Switch and have that upgraded portable experience and docked experience. But
The
I feel
portable
like-
experience is fine. I just think the docked experience is what needs to be upped.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
But or they could just overprice they could just make it a docked experience only and then overprice it like they do anyway. But I feel like Switch Pro is definitely going to happen eventually down the line. I feel like it's just going to happen because all these pros are coming out, and Switch is definitely going to fall behind if next generation is to come out in the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely they're going to be trying to dominate that 4K market. Nintendo's not going to, I don't think Nintendo will try
isn't
and
gonna
dominate 4K market at all. I don't think they could anyway. But
Hey, hold up. I got a question for y'all too, since y'all talking about this. Is it like possible? Because I'm not no tech heavy dude, but is it like possible to sell like a enhanced dock with like, I don't want to say beefier specs, but think of it like the N64 CD.
yeah, I see what you're saying. You like a dock that can enhance.
It's possible.
No, so
enhanced, like,
What?
you know what? Okay, the thing is, the reason why I believe this is possible is because it's already been done before on Alienware laptops. They already have laptops they have laptops to where you can play
Oh, are
your
you
game.
talking about the ones where they like plug in a GPU?
Yeah, they have those already,
Yeah.
and those work.
Yeah, they have those. It works. It's entirely possible. You can either have that, or you could have like a native upscaling device where it'll like it's not going to be necessarily running off a GPU. It's just going to be running off an extra CPU and GPU that'll upscale HD video quality, so it's not going to be like natively running at 4K or natively running at 1080p or whatever it is. It's just going to be upscaling it. That way you could have like a game at 720p running at 60 FPS, but then upscale to higher quality.
1080p 60 or 2K.
I mean, it's definitely going to be
That's
different. It's going to look different from native. Native's definitely going to look better, but you know, you have that option. Entirely possible.
Very, very possible. I think it'll happen at some point. At some point.
It's the
I
smart
hope
move.
it happens.
It has to happen.
Especially Nvidia. Nvidia is big on like graphics, so like if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be them, and I do see it being possible, especially since that Tegra graphics line is now blowing up because of the Switch, and they're gonna be investing into that line.
It's making so much money for them.
Yeah, they're like showing investors. Yeah, the Switch is really selling the Tegra chips. If we put more money into this, we could start doing all kinds of things, add expansions for the Switch, make our own systems using the Tegra chip, outsource it to other companies, you know?
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
just like, I don't even know what like topic we're on right now. I know we're talking about hardware, but I don't even know what the hell. Like,
I think this is gonna be good. You know, I could see. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. I think the Switch is fine for what it is right now. But like once the Switch gets 30, 40, 50 million users, user base, and look, if we start hearing more about PS5 and the next Xbox and stuff like that, then maybe Nintendo's gonna be like, all right, instead of pumping out an entirely new system, let's just put out this dock or this new little
they
device.
might have like an improved version of the Switch. I feel like because as time goes on, they make new consoles every 6 years. So I feel like they'll still keep the Switch name, like how Xbox is still keeping the Xbox name. Like they're not changing it. Like those like Xbox 360, Xbox this, blah blah blah. So they might add on to it like how they did with 3DS. But I don't know if it's gonna be like anything like super like they might
You're talking
upscale
about,
the
like,
graphics.
Upgrades, right? Like,
Just upscaling, upscaling the graphics.
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a 4K
I
in
got
the
lost when you said
future.
the Xbox thing, because like Xbox 360, and Xbox One are very different consoles.
No, I'm just saying like how. They
Yeah,
kept
like
the
just like
name.
new, like 3DS to new 3DS.
Right,
basically.
like how they just kept the name going.
And
Didn't
PS4,
want to drop
PS4
it.
Pro, Xbox
Right,
One,
they're
Xbox
gonna
One.
keep the
Yeah,
Switch name.
like that half step mark. That's pretty much what this next
Exactly.
generation is coming to be.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
think
we're
it's-
already. You said we're at the end, right? And I agree. We're already.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This
I wouldn't say it's the end, but I'm saying it's pretty close. But they are really trying to stretch it out with that half step with the 4K upscaling machines. I do wish that they would not do the half step thing and try and innovate the hardware and actually get ourselves or like push ourselves into the next generation. But that's all right. I
Maybe
guess.
after half step.
Yeah.
Literally.
They have to keep up with like whatever's currently going with the other
it's
Because the
to some
consoles.
PC
degree.
market evolves like every 18 months.
Right.
The half step is
They have
literally
to-
necessary to keep people in the market.
Mm-hmm. And Xbox wants to compete with the PC heavily, so that's what they care about.
You know what's funny is that PC is their market, so they're just competing with themselves. See,
It's so weird, yeah. It's like it's
more
so
like
weird.
yeah, because
It's so strange.
technically the games are coming out of Steam, but like the only way you could play Steam is by like having Windows. So like it really doesn't matter. They could advertise Steam and still make a bunch of money because
No, but you can
have
have
to buy
Xbox
Windows.
account. You can have
Windows,
Xbox if you go in
Xbox
your
accounts.
store. Yeah, you have your.
I
Xbox
think Xbox
account.
One exclusives are only available on Windows Store, which I mean we can't really do much about that. But
It's Xbox Live because I have I actually have an Xbox Live account. I can't remember my name or whatever because I barely use it, but I actually have one because I bought the beta Minecraft with it. So, but yeah, I don't know.
True. Good stuff. We got, I see 2 more questions over here we can talk about real quick.
Let's see.
Wrap this up. We got my boy Eli saying wait. There's another one. Gerudo Legends. So Gerudo Legends said, do you think franchise games becoming casual friendly is a good or bad thing? Personally, I think it's okay.
Hold on, before you answer.
Go ahead.
What does he mean by that, like specifically?
I think he means like like the big games that you see every year, like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield. Like they're getting so easy to pick up and just play and not really take much skill. At least that's what I'm interpreting from what you said. Versus games like then there's games like Dark Souls that aren't like easy to pick up. Like you can't just pick up Bloodborne and do whatever and beat it, in a day or two. Like you got to really know what you're doing. So I think it's fine that like these bigger titles are doing it, as long as like games like Bloodborne, like to a certain degree, Breath of the Wild, stay difficult to a certain degree. I don't want too many games like holding my. I understand why they're coming out with these very casual, friendly games. They want as many people to pick up their game to play them as possible. So their business is trying to make money. They want to sell these games, right? It makes sense for them to do it in that regard. But as long as that's fine, as long as we keep the market that for like hardcore gamers that want a challenge, they want games that are difficult. They want games that are going to kick their ass, basically. You know what I'm saying? Difficult games. Like I like that shit. I love Dark Souls games, Bloodborne type of games. That's just is fun because they're difficult and it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. So I think it's fine that they're doing it for certain games. As long as I keep it away from my shit, I'm fine. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I kind of agree with that to a certain extent, but like the way I'm looking at the question is like the way I see it is basically this, right? With franchises, they try to milk it out as much as possible, and as each iteration passes on, they just start to get easier and easier. I feel like that's like not the route to go. I mean, I understand that they have to open up the game to as many markets as possible, but at the same time, me as like a core like hardcore gaming enthusiast, like it just lets down my expectation. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of game companies deciding to make actions like that. Like I'd prefer for them to make a whole brand new IP and just from jump be casual and leave the franchises alone. That's my take on
Yeah.
Go ahead, AJ. What you think? This man AJ's just chilling. This man,
Wait, what?
I'm just wondering if if you got something to say. I'm gonna give you a chance to chime in. Oh my god.
But yeah, I agree with y'all. Like a good example of this is, well, I don't want to use that as an example because it goes back to you have to think of who they're targeting first of all. Like Pokemon's an example. I'm not gonna say I hate Pokemon now, but I really dislike it. Like for example, it's super easy now.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy. I've been replaying Sun, and it's like so easy.
I'm not trying to be 6 gyms in or whatever. Find my Pokemon's in the 40, and some guy comes with a level 28 Pidgey. Like, come on, son.
Like, what are you doing?
Like more deep, intense systems, and just like overall more hardcore, I guess.
I guess like it's not even just make games harder. It's just like make them smarter.
Yeah, make
like,
me think.
Just don't make everything. That's yeah. I see what you're saying. Like just you should implement more complex mechanics. Like the whole rock paper scissors kind of thing with the fire types and the grass types, like the whole type system. Just like implement more on that and make the battle systems way more deep and more complex. Like if it's we should have our mainline Pokemons on the Switch, and then you have your like casual audience on the 3DS.
I think that's what they're doing. Yeah,
I hope that's what they're doing because I really want everyone on the Switch. Like the Switch is appealing to more mature audience. It's not appealing to like children like the 3DS is, and everyone that gets Pokemon on the 3DS is either a child, who their main demographic is, or just big Pokemon fans. So anyone that's on the Switch are probably more mature, so they'd want to accommodate that with a more mature Pokemon game, more mature themes, story, and then most importantly, like gameplay and mechanics. Maybe like change up Pokemon as a whole. Like most of the people that would be playing Pokemon nowadays probably grew up since Gen 1, so like, they probably want to see like a whole fresh take, but on the same series. Like maybe like an open world Pokemon game. I've been hearing a lot of people say.
Yeah, that's what Eli just said.
I think that would be cool, definitely.
Yeah, I could see that, and it seems really cool. Just like Pokemon just roaming everywhere in this large, vast open world, and you just like walk into like a Pokemon that you can just see in the tall grass just moving around, and you just walk into it, initiate a battle right there, and it has like a super deep, complex, real-time strategy system. Maybe I don't know. Or maybe like a deep turn-based system. But, I feel like if it was open world, it would probably favor more real-time. Similar to Xenoblade. and Final Fantasy.
Well, they could do
nowadays.
both. No, they could have it open world and still be like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest has a really cool turn.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's possible, but you know, I feel like they would probably want to make that modern jump if they're making that kind of thing. Because like Dragon Quest has been open world for a while now, and they have their thing going. But like, if they want to reinvent Pokemon, I feel like they'd reinvent how the gameplay and mechanics work as a whole.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they make sure they do that without, you know, diminishing their system and making it easy or just making it bad and broken. Yeah. I mean, like, if we could get, like, Pokemon Team working with Monolith Soft, getting that open world action, gameplay action.
I mean, Monolith,
Spin-off.
they work with a lot of Nintendo games. They have two teams. One team works on new
Monolith, like,
IPs.
works with everyone. Like, Breath of the Wild, Monolith helped with. I know Skyward Sword they even helped with. Like, Monolith is there for everything. You need gameplay help, they can help you. You need open worlds, they got you. You need anything, they got you. Monolith is the boy.
I can see it happening. I see it happening.
Nah, but Game Freak doesn't work with anybody.
Game Freak is pretty stingy though. They
ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah,
with
the one person they choose to work with Niantic, and they can barely keep their game.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's genius.
Regardless, though, game companies just need to respect us as players.
Yeah,
that's it.
Don't treat me like I'm a retarded little kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown.
But I feel like they're not intentionally trying to treat you as a retarded little kid. You're just not their main demographic. They understand that you're there, but you know, they've probably got something coming for you guys. But right now, their main demographics are the little kids of this generation's, and not the little kids of like Generation 1.
Yeah,
because those aren't little kids anymore.
But look at it like this, right? Disney and Nickelodeon, right? They don't make video games or anything like that, but they make cartoons that have adult themes to it, but still market to kids. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Like recently, I was rewatching Avatar, right?
Hey,
and Avatar is a kid's show. Like, it's a kid's show. It's on Nick, but there are themes and certain elements of Avatar where I'm like, yo, this is mad complex. Like, this completely blew over my head as a kid. Like, I would have never expected this to happen. So Avatar respects me as an adult, but doesn't compromise on the fact that they target kids. That's the approach game developers need to hit towards like the game.
I would say, yeah, our Avatar definitely does have like that more kid-friendly market, but it's also not like little kids that they're appealing to, like, you know, because it's more like a teen kind of age group that they're
It's more coming of age, if anything.
Yeah, you know, their main audience is not like 6-7-year-olds. Like their main audience is more like maybe 12-year-olds at the like least, but they're probably looking at more like 14-year-olds or 15-year-olds. You know,
I mean, that still applies to people like Pixar though. Like there's certain themes in Toy Story where it's like, if you really look at the shit, it's a fucked up story.
Pixar is Pixar is Pixar. All right.
No, but I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's Pixar or not. They just need to apply that same logic to whatever game is being made.
Like regular show.
I do like the idea that, you know, the whole really kiddie Pokemon. I think it works as long as we get our mature Pokemon on like the Switch. Like if they had like two teams, like they had their main line, like they shift their main line Pokemon onto Switch, and then you still have the more kid-friendly Pokemon on the 3DS. You could bring in newcomers, and then you can still accommodate for the old comers, like, you know, the old generation fans. And then you could easily create that like funnel kind of tube where it's like you have the newcomers, and then they eventually switch to the more hardcore games. Pun intended. Swear to God, we can't even say that word anymore.
Shout out to shout out to Nigel Supreme.
I call him nigga Supreme. I
call him niggas.
Oh no, the poor man. He actually lost his game, I think.
No, that was Jay.
Wait, hold on.
That was Jay.
Yeah, that was my boy,
Jay. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Jay.
Jay, she gonna fuck with you, Jay.
Nah, Supreme's a troll, dog.
I keep seeing his like, I don't know. The chat is spamming right now. I'm sorry. No, shout out to Jay. I apologize. Shout out to Jay Gaming. 0526 lost his game. 2 of his games. He lost
3.
He lost.
He lost all good games.
3? Wait, which one did he lose?
He got arms. Game of the year.
You got arms? There you go, buddy. There you go. That's all you
No,
need.
it said no Mario Kart, not Arms. Arms is the only one I still have.
That's all you need.
right.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need, dog. They got a new character coming out soon. Got a new character coming out soon, dog.
You don't got Splatoon though.
No,
I'm
don't
about
laugh,
to play
don't
some
laugh,
Arms.
no.
When she
Listen,
comes
okay,
out, I'm gonna play
listen,
some
Jay,
Arms.
if you're
yeah.
listening, make sure that you get. I know you lost the game, but make sure you get the case. You need the game case. They have a Splatoon one. They have regular ones. Put your games.
That's
in
what he
there.
lost, B. He would have
No,
lost the
I know,
whole
but
Switch
you
if he had lost that.
No,
He would have been
you
done.
lost the game case. No, you gotta
Yes.
buy No, I'm talking about a case to hold your games, like to hold your
If he was in
Switch
New
and
York, he
your
would have lost it.
He
Really?
hashtag lost it. Yeah, lost.
That's why you gotta,
Quotations
like-
lost it.
That's what I'm
Somebody
gonna say.
would've
It's
No,
pulled
he
it out.
said it slipped out of his pocket.
Lost but actually stolen.
He said it. That's not a case. It slipped out of his pocket. So
Oh,
you
the
need to
Pokemon
have the
Direct.
you need to have the actual case where you can put your Switch and your games all in one. You
Fuck
won't
Arms
lose
and
it.
Darkstar. Who is this Kane 20? Yo, what the fuck you talking about, dog? Chill. That game is actually
Wait,
good. Let's talk about fuck Arms,
Easy.
yo.
What's up with you, man? Let me explain something.
Your last album was
No, but
garbage,
let me
B.
finish though.
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh my gosh, Steel Bitch, you're at. Oh
Arms
my
was the
gosh,
best
Supreme,
game of all
stop.
time.
Supreme, don't make me come for that ass, dog. I'll wreck you, dog. I'll wreck you, son. You already know. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best.
The dankest of all stars.
There you go. Say it again, louder.
It's not the darkest.
Dankest of
But
all
thank you. People keep thinking it's the darkest.
I know,
That's
right?
hilarious.
Y'all need to put respect.
That's hilarious.
That would be quite counterintuitive. The darkest
I
of
think
all
it would-
stars.
Yes.
That would
No, but
mean
you
he's a
are.
pretty dull
He's
star.
talking shit, dog. Dead on.
Nah, man. You can
Oh,
be
you just
both.
bought one? All
You
right,
can be
shout
a
out to
you can be a dark star.
Shout
It
out to,
exists, by the way.
Jay Gaming who just bought himself a case.
The dark
man.
stars
Good for
are
you.
the dull ones.
Which one did you get though? I wonder what case he got. Because
Ooh.
you need to get the ones where you can put everything in there. Bro, Arms is ass. You drunk.
Put the
if
whole
you
joint
think
up in there.
Flower
Bro,
Boy.
Arms is ass. You drunk if you think Flower Boy
The fight is
or the Life of Pablo is that. Wait, what?
his ass.
The life of Pablo was kind of ass though.
Oh, tell him again, son. First off,
Kinda
Kind of
first,
ass though.
Why are
OG
you-
Kanye, best Kanye, but that's not what we here for.
listen. Let me tell you something, dog. Logic is better, son. That's
Hey,
right.
this is a gaming podcast. Okay.
Nah. When it comes to hip hop music, you know I'll keep it real, son.
Logic.
So I heard
Nah.
Arms 3.0 is gonna be lit though.
It kind of is.
Talk about Arms.
Nah, Pac was the greatest. He was.
What? Nah, you bringing it too far back.
These youngins don't
He
know.
was, man.
Bros, these
He
youngins
was
don't
one
know.
of the greatest.
These youngins don't know. They don't know. This is foreign concept to them. Who's Pop?
Hey, what do you guys got to say about the new Splatoon character though?
Splatoon
Huh?
character?
Y'all
What?
dig the?
Or
I said
Arms.
Splatoon. I meant Arms, baby. That's how you know I don't fuck with Arms.
Yo, Lola.
What was her name? Lola?
Yeah,
Wow.
she's dope. I like her. She's a clown who inflates herself. She can move and block at the same time. She reminds me of Roadhog from Overwatch a little bit. I like her. Fuck with her, dog.
I dig the design, man. I'm digging it.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's what-
just might pick up. Nah.
Yeah, I knew you were joking.
Nah.
You're not gonna get me with that shit. I knew you were lying.
Oh yeah, Gambino's cool too. Childish Gambino.
Gambino's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Dark's was keeping it
I
real.
think I
Nah,
have like a big crush on him, kind
I always keep it real, dog.
of.
Lola.
A little crush.
Lola legs got it though.
What?
What?
Boy. All right.
Oh, right.
Excuse you?
I think that's about our cue to wrap things up for this podcast. If anyone got any topics real quick they want to bring to the courtroom, bring to the table, speak now or forever hold your peace, man.
Bro out his ass.
Anyways, I think it's time for bed. Definitely think it's time for
It is
bed.
ass, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you up on that. That subscribe button.
That's
Yo.
crazy.
Make sure you guys hit up everyone here
That's all you need.
with the drop these people a
You
sub.
posted your thing.
Drop them a sub. Everyone's link is gonna be either in the chat or in the
I'm about to post my link
description.
in the chat as well.
We're gonna do our outros real quick.
Don't
Black.
leave me just yet, Dark.
Lock, go ahead and do your outro real quick, though.
Black.
I posted the link. That's all y'all need.
All right, AG, go ahead and do your outro. This nigga's a
I'm
fucking
trying to
idiot.
share my stuff, but I can't.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging with us on this
Hold up.
this joyous night. Thank you to my co-hosts. They really carried the conversation tonight. I just enjoy being here. Make sure that you subscribe to everyone, but if you choose to subscribe to only one, make sure it's me. That's about it.
Don't forget.
Son
me.
bitch.
What?
Wait, hold on. Taco said he was
Hold
a
up
lord.
now,
Hold
B.
on, you guys. Before we leave,
Because he's talking trash. No, Taco's talking trash. He making me feel bad about myself, yo. Like,
Oh, okay.
what
Alright,
the fuck?
I just wanted to point that out.
Hold up.
Talking all this trash, dog. Yo, Rose, go ahead with your outro, dog.
Did anybody post their links? Because I'm about to flood the chat.
I posted my link, but y'all can just.
Look at y'all.
Yo,
Feed it.
You did it too. Whoa.
spamming their.
Yo,
No,
somebody
I
let
do
the
that.
time this nigga out.
Yo, can we ban this guy AG though? Like,
Oh,
where are my mods at, yo? Where are my mods?
I'm about to delete.
Yo, I'm right here. I got your back.
I got your back. All right, that's
Got
what I like to
got
hear.
it.
Thank you, thank you.
Wait,
Right
why
there.
wouldn't it? Did you remove
You
me as
can't
a
hold
mod?
it.
I think I should
I
check out
can't do
his channel.
anything. I can't do anything
it's there.
because he's a mod. I can't do anything.
That's crazy.
Word. You can't take these hands.
AG knows what's up.
Yo,
man.
Cap, go ahead and do your
Watch
outro,
out for
bruh.
that.
Bye.
Wow.
I don't have an outro.
Very
I don't got no YouTube channel link. I got nothing.
You
Well,
have a YouTube channel.
Let
don't
them know
lie.
that you're a pseudo intellectual at least, man. You know what I'm saying?
Pseudo.
Yes, I am. Very much a pseudo intellectual. I know everything. I see everything.
There you go.
Mhm.
So you better not do anything
There you go.
you would
I'm
regret.
doing shit right now.
You playing arms?
Oh nah, I'd never do that.
No, then you're good. you're good, my bro.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Whoa, what?
Tell me more.
No, that
Yes.
sounds wrong.
I am the one. I am the only. I am the.
Okay, we got
The
I think we got-
Caproni. All right, yo, y'all already
think
know what
we
it
got-
is. It's your boy Darkstar back here, back again, once again with
Man
the
in the
podcast.
I didn't even do an outro, man. Thanks a lot.
Well, you were too busy posting your link in the chat, so I assumed you were
Whoa,
done.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Crazy.
Wow.
I'm just keeping it real, dog. I'm keeping it real.
Yo, Rose,
Oh, hold on, wait, what happened? What happened? Bro, I didn't realize how fine Rose is until I looked at her channel picture. Yo, get this, yo.
Shut up.
This is
Sorry,
what-
shut up.
This isn't me.
Handle
Don't tell
that
me
nigga.
what. Don't say shut
I
up.
can see the comments.
you want me to
I see
handle
what's
this?
going on.
I didn't know. All right, whatever, dog.
I can see the comments, okay?
All right.
Stop.
Anyways,
I'll put
thank
my
y'all
channel in
niggas
the,
for.
Well, I guess I won't be putting my
in
outro.
the
So
link.
nice
or
seeing
in
you
the
next
chat.
guys. I won't be here next week, so.
Oh shit, she's already skipping. She's already skipping.
Yeah, I don't post anything on my channel, but you can feel free to check it out.
All right.
That's why, and I gotta stay woke.
Yo,
That's why my.
Oh, I
my
can't
name
send
says,
it.
"Stay
Oh yeah, you
woke."
gotta be a mod to post that.
Don't worry, I'll just put spaces in it. Here
It's
you go.
alright. I've heard
Oh
it.
my
It's
god,
alright.
it knows.
It's alright.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this Echoes podcast episode number 8. Appreciate you all stopping by.
Look at those eyes.
Subscribe to everybody here. Hit the like button.
Look at
Hit the
those
like button.
eyes.
Please hit the like button. Yo, I don't beg for likes, but yo, you hit the like
Put
button.
spaces in between every
Hit,
letter.
hit
You
the
can
like button.
check
I'd
out my
appreciate
channel
that.
now.
I'ma catch y'all niggas next week. Got some videos coming out tomorrow. Probably gonna play some Splatoon later on tonight after we watch some anime with the boy. Actually, you know what?
I'm about
Fuck
to go
it. You know
listen
what?
to
You know what? I'ma stream, but we gonna watch this fucking show together.
You know
Fuck that.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna watch Scum Swish. I'm gonna stream it though. Fuck it. Why not? Fuck it.
Huh?
So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas next week. Or actually tomorrow.
The subs.
Stay
And
woke, you guys.
I'm
Stay
gonna catch
woke.
y'all niggas next time. Peace
Hit that
out.
like button.
Shut up, Rose.
What? I'm trying to help you out, man.
I'm joking.